Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Figma number 667 Hitori Gotoh from Bochi the Rock. You can see her there in front of the box. We'll go ahead and put it off the side real quick. Take a look at that box. It is a very pink Figma box. You have the Figma logo in the window right there where the figure is, and you got the Bochi the Rock logo and Hitori Gotoh in sales outside of Japan only. Hitori Gotoh right there in Japanese. You got 667 here. There's a picture of her, kind of looking a little deer in headlights. And there's her playing the guitar. There's her. There's her. And then there's her on the barcode, and on the back you have a whole bunch of product shots and whatnot and copyrights and warnings. And hey, yeah, this is for ages 15 and up because it's not for children. That's the box. In the box is a instruction packet, which of course is in Japanese and in English, and tells you everything that's included and how to use it and everything, and how to, in one case, how to put it together. So there's all that if you need that. So, Hitori. Bochi-chan. Yep. My second Bochi figure, well, second, I guess, 112 Bochi figure, because I had a whole bunch of Nendoroids, but yeah. So yeah, Figma's finally got one, and you get looking there, you can see, yeah, this is the default face you got. Well, there's a face right there, kind of, that's the default one right there, kind of big old blue eyes right there, the pink hair. Right there you got her little cube hairband right there, blue and yellow. Yeah, got long hair, which, yeah, unfortunately on the stand here has a problem, and I'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, you got a tracksuit, or at least the top with the stripe and everything. You got the skirt, which is actual, this is fabric right here. They actually list out in the instructions that the skirt here can possibly transfer color to the plastic on the legs and everything, which particularly in hot and humid environments. So just be mindful of that. And of course, then you got the socks with the brown shoes and everything. Here's you got the Figma stand, which has the usual stuff going on right there. So yeah, it looks pretty all right, but posability wise, she's got her head can left and forward and back. You got left and right. You got a little bit of waggle, all that stuff right there. Her hair can hinge, but unfortunately, on mine this tends to pop off really easily, like really easily. I think something went wrong, because it's pretty clear the hair's supposed to sit like this, but when you do that, well, yeah, there's a problem there. So I'm trying to figure out how to handle that. Regardless, it's a little frustrating that not much I can do about that, because yeah, the hair just gets in the way, and the way the stand is designed is I have to figure that out. But regardless, you got all that stuff. There's also, I think there's a joint below the collar line of the tracksuit as well. But you got shoulder movement, you got outward right here, although they kind of maintain the sculpt, so you kind of got some weirdness going on. You can only go that far out. You do have forward and back. There is a little bit of twisting as well. Not really all about the movement around. You do have elbows that bend like that. The biceps there's kind of a bicep sort of there, but it's not really useful. You can move it a little bit, but not a whole lot. Right here at the wrist, you do have a swivel plus a hinge as usual. There is a ab crunch joint right there. It's kind of obvious. You can see the seam line. There is a waist swivel below the tracksuit, as well as the hips right here can do the thing where it's like they can individually extend down. Sure, you can see that, but yeah, they can also separate because it's supposed to, but yeah, they can the hips can individually go down a bit, so yeah, it can give you a little bit more range. Yeah, the hips, you got forward pretty much that far with fully extended down. You do have also back that far, and outward you have actually a decent amount outward as well. You do have a bit of a thigh swivel of sorts, I think. Yeah, just a little bit of a thigh swivel. Right there, the knee bend can, bend pretty good. And down here at the ankles, you do have, of course, forward and back rocker. You have an ankle tilt as well, and there's a toe joint. And there you go. Go up and down. Yeah, that's her posability, which is pretty all right. The only thing is, yeah, the hair and the stand do not like each other, and it's a little frustrating, so I'm going to see if I can get that. You can see if I get her standing without the stand. Because, yeah, the problem is you bend this back and it just dislodges the hair. Yeah, the hair starts to dislodge when you go too far back, and it's a little annoying. And I'm like, they couldn't have designed a different stand. They've done it before for Nendos, a little bit of a different stand. But so I'm trying to figure out the best way to handle that. So I'll have to figure that out at some point. But yeah, see if I can figure that out, because that's just annoying that the stand doesn't cooperate. But yeah, she's standing just fine without it. Yeah, of course, he does have a bunch of accessories. Of course, the bag. You can put all the accessories in with the Figma branding. You do have the replacement wrist joint just in case things go wrong. You have multiple replacement hands on a plinth. Those are the standard relaxed hands. You have, I guess, gripping hands for stuff. You got fists, and you have the guitar playing hands at the bottom right there. You have a variety of faces, including, her kind of a sick face. Her, her mortified, horrified, just face right there. You have, hey, look, an actual smiling face. Hooray, she's happy. And yeah, I have this face where, anxiety is starting to take control. And you also have her, yeah, this face with its own hair thing because it needs it because of how it's shaped. And yeah, she also has an alternate hair thing, which, as far as I can tell, the alternate between these bangs and the other ones are these are a little bit longer. It's a smidge longer in the front, so I guess you can hide her eyes better. She has an alternate ab piece thing for a very specific thing. And she also has a guitar with a strap, which I only partially removed the strap because, yeah, it's a little bit annoying to get on. It's a nice little guitar with a nice bit of detail, all that silver and all the frets and everything picked out. There's even some detail on the back. That's pretty nice. Just this thing feels a little cheap. Honestly, it just feels like it's a piece of plastic, and that's like thin, like packaging plastic. And her mango box, yep. Which you have to kind of assemble yourself. It's just flat inside the box, but I use some double-sided tape. Hopefully that'll hold. But yeah, you can see it says mango right there, mango. There, yeah, you can put that on. Yeah, and this one's pretty easy. Just put it over top of her. Although, yeah, the thing is, because of reasons, you have to kind of do some shenanigans. You like put her on her knees or something to actually, yeah. There you go. You can see her, kind of. She's hiding in her box. Yeah, she's hiding in her box. Just, there's that. That's a pretty straightforward one. You just have to, be kind of smart about how you use it. As for, of course, swapping faces, pretty straightforward. Just make the face go flying. And yeah, just pop the hair off, put the face on, and then of course you can also use the alternate bangs. Yeah, which again they cover up a little bit more of our eyes. Or you could put on the artistic face. You can put on this face as well. If you want. So there's that. I'm gonna give her a smiling face. She deserves to be happy for a little bit. Just for a little bit. There's that stuff. And of course, swapping hands. Pretty straightforward. Just put the wrist at a bit of an angle and then just pop it off. And then pop the other one on. And just pop it off and pop it on. Look, these are guitar hair playing hands. With the guitar, what you got to do is you have to go under. Yeah, you go underneath her hair and you get the strap underneath her hair and everything, and then like, oh crap, the strap just came off. Yeah, because you have to put the strap over this stuff. This is not fun, to be honest. This, yeah, comes off really easily and it's really annoying. There, got it on. Okay. No, don't catch weird. There we go. Yeah, with this, of course, with this hand, you can, have her. You can have her playing. You can have her playing, no problem. And also, you can just also kind of just try to not have to deal with the straps by just doing that. That's a little bit easier. And of course, with this stuff, also you can do pull that off, and then right here, you can see there's little pegs in there. You have to pull this thing off. They warn you, be careful with that. But yeah, you have to pull that off, and then put this part on. Make sure it's facing this direction, and then you have to use this part right here. And there's a bunch of joints in there. There's a bunch of extra hinges in there that's only really usable if you use this part. Am I putting it on backwards? Did I put it on backwards? Yes, I did. I put it on backwards. I might explain some stuff. There we go. And you have to put that on, and then now this allows her to sit in a... It's supposed to allow her to sit a very specific way. And yeah, it's not working very well because it just pops itself back loose. The problem is it's popping itself back loose, and that's really annoying. There. Got it. It was not, yeah, it's basically, it's kind of a pain in the butt to get this lined up properly, but you can, I don't know why that leg just keeps lifting off, but yeah. You can just, get her seated like that, and there you go. I'm going to get this all back to normal. Yeah, I've got her back to this point, and then, yeah, real quick comparison, yeah. There was that Buzz mod Hitori I got a while ago, and yeah. Yeah, you can see a bit of a size difference there. The Buzz mod version is noticeably smaller. So, yeah, you can see that right there, and, yeah, I believe this is actually, I can't remember, I'm trying to remember. I think this is the old, was this the old guitar or was that the old guitar? One of the two was the old guitar, one of the ones she got when she broke it, but yeah. Also, this has the translucent plastic on the little cubes, and this one is painted, and yeah, it's just little details like that, but they both, kind of have a, yeah, there's your thing right there. Yeah, that's the Figma Hitori Gotoh Bochi. It's got a couple problems. The hair does not play nice with the stand, or vice versa, however you want to see it. The strap feels a little cheap on the guitar. The little sitting accessory, the little waist accessory, so she can sit down, I guess, so she can sit down, doesn't feel like it works very well. It just, well, the whole thing with the sitting, it doesn't like to stay pegged in, and it's just really frustrating to work with, and yeah, but other than that, it actually is a pretty solid figure, I guess. It's just those three things are just a little bit on the annoying side. If I recall correctly, her cost was something in the neighborhood like $130 for me, I want to say, something like that. I guess that's, again, with tariffs and duties and all that crap. She wasn't like the most expensive Figma just because, yeah, she doesn't have a whole ton of stuff, but she has plenty of faces, which is great. That's one big thing. Pochi's known for her goofy faces in the anime, and they made sure to deliver on that. The box is kind of neat, but it's just, the mango box is kind of neat, but yeah, it's just, that's the thing. It's just simply, there's a frustration is simply, my biggest frustration actually is just simply that the stand doesn't work very well with the hair, which is really annoying. But yeah, it's otherwise, it's just pretty solid. Just know what you're getting into if you buy this. So, yep, that's it for this review. I'll be found informative, entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my social media down in the description and at the end of the video. Check my comment on my Patreon. I shall see you next time with another video review.